morning, everyone. This is Elaine with Anabellas. Welcome back to FLOSSTUBE number 68. I am very happy that you're here. If you are a new viewer, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you found me. I hope that you will take a moment and look up, ring the notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. This way you'll get updates whenever I have a new video or I have some good news to share. So I'm very, very happy that you're here. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back every week. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate all of your comments, all of your emails, all of your kind words. You guys are simply amazing. And I'm so, so happy I get to spend this time with you. So today will be a fun day. Might be a little bit longer. I've got a lot of haul that came into the shop to share with you. I have a couple of WIPs, a new start, some finishes, some retreat news. So grab a cup of coffee, settle back in your chair, maybe stitch a little bit as I go through some fun things. First, what I wanted to remind everybody is that Anabellas is striving to hit the next milestone of 10,000 subscribers. And when we do, we're giving away free registration and round-trip airfare to 2 lucky winners to any of our retreats that we hold throughout the United States. So please do share this channel with your friends if they quilt or they paper craft or they cross stitch, and help us reach that milestone. And who knows, maybe you'll win. So let's just jump right in. I guess I'll start with sharing some news about what I did last week. As I think I mentioned, Terry and I were very excited that we were going to get to spend the day with Elijah. Actually, it was the evening. So here's our sweet little boy. He is just the light of our life. He is going to be 4 years old in November, which is amazing to me. It seems like he was just born yesterday. So we had a lot of fun. That's his little car that he has at Grandma and Grandpa's. So he can really ride it now and stay on the sidewalk and off of Grandma's feet, which is really good because I've been run over once or twice with that thing. So we had fun with him. We took him out to dinner at the ale house. We were going to go to Target, but the ale house had this lovely little shop called the Dollar Store. So Grandma thought, while Terry paid the bill, let me sneak in there with him and see if they have anything we can pick up. Well, it was wonderful. I don't normally go to the dollar store, but for little kids, if you're looking for some cute little toys that can distract them for a little bit, we hit gold. So Elijah got to pick out some toys at the dollar store, and Grandma and Grandpa saved a fortune because we didn't take him to Target for toys. So that was kind of fun. And it's just so fun. I think he got a little Nerf football, and he got what is supposed to be like a water gun, but he was using as a sword. So typical boy stuff. But it was great. We enjoyed spending time with him, as always. And then Charlene, my daughter, works with me, and many times we work from my home in the afternoons. You know, it's just a more comfortable environment than working in the shop, and there's no distractions. And then Courtney popped over the other day when Charlene came over and brought Kobe. So I got to see my beautiful grandson, Kobe. He just turned 6 months old, and he's a toddler. The child weighs 19.5 pounds, I believe. He just had his 6-month checkup, and he is just amazing. He's got 5 teeth already, you guys. 6 months old, 5 teeth. It's unbelievable. But he is just sweet as can be and has the best personality. I've never seen a happier baby. So that was fun. And I got to speak to Hopi on the phone, my son's daughter. She celebrated her 5th birthday. They went to Legoland, and she called me on the phone to thank me for giving Andrew some money to take her into the store. And she went shopping in Legoland and got some toys. So it was so fun to hear her little voice. She's losing her little Mickey Mouse voice. You know, she's becoming a big girl now. So anyway, that's that. That's my life. This week, what am I doing? Nothing. Stitching and stitching and stitching and finishing and all good stuff. So let me show you some of my WIPs if you'd like. Let me grab a sip of coffee. I'll show you this one first. Annie at the Proper Stitcher, and I'm sure you all know who Annie is. But if you don't, I'm going to put the link below. Annie is just a lovely lady. She does a wonderful floss tube, usually every week. She took off for a little bit, but she's back now. And over the past few months, she has talked about stitching this beautiful design by Brenda Gervais in honor of her mother-in-law who passed away not too long ago. And this is Indigo Lane. So Annie showed this a few times, and when I went to Nashville, I got to see this design in person. So I ordered these charts from Brenda and decided to go ahead and stitch this for myself. I love these colors. Other than pink, blue is my favorite color, and I just love this colorway on here. She just did such a beautiful job. And on the back, look at how sweet that little bird is. So I began stitching this. I'm stitching this on a 25 count potato Lugana. So it's really pretty. So that's how much I've done. I haven't done that much, but I started it yesterday. I had to start the house, you know, right here because I had to order all the floss. I do carry Weeks Dye Works, and we didn't have it all in stock. And I don't carry Gentle Arts. So I went to 123 Stitch, which is another cross stitch store, and ordered all my floss through there, except I think I ordered one skein from an Etsy shop that they were out of at 123 Stitch. So that is a beautiful stitch. I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying stitching on this 25 count Lugana. And Barbara Johns over at Stitching with Grammy has been hounding me since I threw my last linen piece in the trash can. So if you've watched any of my past floss tubes, you'll see the one where I literally took my linen and threw it away because I was really struggling with learning how to stitch on linen, and still don't know that I'll ever go back to it. But Barbara told me to try Lugana, and I'm really enjoying this very much. So this is what I'm stitching Indigo Lane on, and it's coming along good. It was fun to start. Then what I decided to show you, which, you know, I don't know. So when my daughter and I started designing, you know, thoughts fly all over the place. And one of the things that I design, she does some designing, I do most of the designing, and then she turns my designs into, she charts them for me, basically. But she does put in her, she also puts in design elements and makes recommendations and things like that. But either way, I designed this for spring. The problem is that when I went to stitch it, I kept getting distracted and didn't finish it in time. So I didn't get this chart out for spring. I'm still going to release it. It's just not going to be in spring. It's going to be whenever I get it done. But this is the chart. I just love it. I love the benches and the birds, the bluebirds and their little hanging baskets. So this is how much I've gotten done on it. And I'm stitching this on 16 count antique white, I believe. I wish I had started to stitch it on the Lugana, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this 16 count and go ahead and finish it up. But it is such a fun stitch, and I just can't wait to get those benches done. I think they're so pretty. So this will be released in the shop. It's only gonna be available in on our online shop at anabellas.net. It's not gonna be available on Etsy, but I'm gonna try to work on this quite a bit this weekend and see if I can, you know, make a good dent in that and get it finished. Then I have some more good news to share on the design front. My daughter and I, you know, of course, are thoroughly enjoying designing, and we decided to start a new series, and the series is called Simple Smalls. So Simple Smalls is going to be a monthly series where we're going to come out with 4 small charts that you can stitch up either in a day or in a week. So Simple Smalls, I finished our first series. This one is called Seasonal Simple Smalls. And I'm going to show you the first 2. You get all 4. This is Spring Fun. Then this one I adore. This is Summer Fun. And I just turned these into little pillows. This fabric is by Priscilla and Chelsea. But that's Summer Fun. Look at the little crab, little seagull. Isn't he cute? And then Spring Fun just has a couple of birds, a little pink ladybug, some bird houses, just a really fun, simple stitch. I finished that with some Lori Holt material that I had in my stash. So those are 2 of the 4. And then the next 2 are Autumn Fun, which I absolutely love. Again, finished the back just very simply. So that's Autumn Fun in our Simply Small series for seasons. And then last but not least is our little Winter Fun. This is my favorite. I think it's my daughter's favorite too. We had so much fun with this guy. 2 little snowmen enjoying winter with their little snowballs holding their tree. Love their mittens and his little penguin feet. So that is our first release of our Simply Smalls series, and you will get to participate in that every month. So every month we'll be releasing 4 Simple Smalls, and you can whip those out, like I said, in a day or in a few hours. It just depends upon what we release. So stay tuned. That design, the ones I just showed you of the seasonal Simple Smalls, will be available on anabellas.net in PDF format probably later today, and the chart will be it's at the printer now, so the chart will be available next week. So you'll wait a week to get that if you order it. The PDF you can download right away. So there you go. That was fun. It was fun to do that. We are slowly moving things from Etsy onto anabellas.net. Let me go ahead and mention that. As you guys know, or if you're a new viewer, Etsy has been the platform we've used, for the past year and a half since COVID, when I first started Anabellas. And, the fees are killing us. And as a small, very small, family-owned and operated business, my husband and I are just finding it a real struggle to, keep up with the fees. The fees are they're just silly stuff. What can I tell you? They're silly. They're just ridiculous. So we're slowly moving things back to anabellas.net. We used to have a full store there, and then we kind of let all the product go inactive when we started Etsy back with COVID, but now we're kind of moving everything back. So what is my point? My point is that if you are a shopper on in my Etsy shop, you're going to find that some charts that are new are not discounted. I normally give a discount on Etsy for some designs, but you're going to find that they're not going to be discounted moving forward. If you do want to receive a discount on any of the new releases, then you can shop on anabellas.net, and I am giving a discount there just to thank you for, still shopping with me and following me over to anabellas.net. We need your business. We need you to, stay with us. And we're going to keep our Etsy shop open, but, it's so important to us. So we're going to list things on both platforms. They'll be on Etsy. They'll be on anabellas.net. They just probably won't be discounted on Etsy because we can't afford the fees anymore. I hope you understand. Anyway, so that's that. What else did I want to tell you? Fun news. Y'all had mentioned when I asked a question about what type of club you would like, whether you would like a fancy floss club or a fancy fabric club, and we talked about it and decided to offer you both. So next week I will have all the details for our brand new fancy floss club and our brand new fancy fabric club. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for your feedback. It really helps us bring you what you want. And that's why I asked those questions, because, as a shop owner, I want to have things in the store that I know excite you. And if you are a stitcher, you may want to build your stash of fancy floss, and you may want to build your stash of fancy fabric. So I've gone ahead and coined those 2 terms as what we're going to use for our new fancy floss club and our new fancy fabric club. So next week I'll have all the details, so stay tuned, and it'll tell you how you can sign up to receive your fancy floss and your fancy fabric each month. And you don't have to do both. You can do one or the other. So that's fun. Thank you. Thank you for the great feedback. Retreat news, just really quick. All the people that volunteered, they filled out a form on anabellas.net and raised their hand to volunteer for the retreats that are coming up. I am going to be sending out an email to all of you probably by Sunday, maybe Monday at the very latest. So if you did raise your hand to volunteer, things are moving along now at a pretty steady pace. So you can expect to get an email from me with the next steps and more information about volunteering. And I cannot thank you guys enough for being willing to help us out. We're really going to need the help at each and every retreat, but it's going to be a fun experience and you're going to get a lot out of it. So just stay tuned for that email. Our Cape Cod designer, I am still waiting for confirmation, but I'm happy to tell you that we were able to finalize our designer for our summer retreat, which will be in Seattle in July of 2024. So in July of 2024, all things summer in Seattle will be with Jeanette Douglas of Jeanette Douglas Designs. So we're thrilled. Jeanette is wonderful. I got a chance to get to know her a little bit, and we're thrilled that she is going to be our guest designer. So if you live near Seattle, or Seattle is a place you've always wanted to visit, summer in Seattle is probably going to be lovely. So, you know, give or take some rain. So anyway, I just thought I would share that so that you guys have something to look forward to for those of you who are on the West Coast or the upper Midwest, and would like to, upper West, and would like to attend that retreat. So more info to follow. Anabella's Attic still has things at 25% off, so feel free to check that out and take a sip of coffee, maybe take a notepad out. I have lots of store haul to share with you. Things are starting to come back into the shop, which is great because we had quite a lull there for a minute. But designers are starting to put out more new releases. And then I think we'll have another lull before Expo in August. So hands-on designs, you're going to see the photo pop up here. Kathy came out with 3 new designs this week. One is called Life is Just. It's absolutely adorable. The second is called the Summer Basket, and there's 3 charts in this design, I believe. And then last but not least is Home of the Brave. And let me tell you, this model was on display at the Nashville Needlework Market, and it is, we all walked in and just jaws dropped. It is absolutely beautiful. So Home of the Brave is the 3rd release that Kathy just came out with. So be sure to check those out. They are on our website at anabellas.net. And I believe they're also in the Etsy shop. So fun stuff. We did get in some fabric. We got in some Witchell lamb's wool. This is 14 count. A lot of you were asking about it, so I wanted to point it out. This goes very, very fast, but it is now back in stock. So if you love this color, which many people do, this lamb's wool is now here. So there you go. Then we got in 3 new charts by Artful Offerings. These are really, really nice. Let me take these out of here. This one is God Bless America by Artful Offerings. Land That I Love. So we have that one. This one I really like. This one is Americana Sailboat Sampler. Americana Sailboat Sampler. Look how pretty that is. It's a vintage look Americana design. Very pretty. And it's stitched on Old Stationery by Seraphim Fabrics, 36 count linen. Very nice. And then the last release by Artful Offerings is Patriotic Pinwheel Parade. It is so cute. Aren't they adorable? Patriotic Pinwheel Parade. So those are the 3 new releases. Then Curie Beticuro, I don't know how to say this. Stars and Stripes in Quilt. Stars and Stripes in Quilt. Adorable. Just look at the little sheep. I love it. Look at the house. And then this one is called In My Kitchen. It's kind of glary, sorry about that. Very pretty. So these are 2 brand new designs. Then, let me just tell you, Teresa Kogut knocked it out of the park. She just released this incredible new booklet called Broad Stripes and Bright Stars. This is amazing. My husband, who is new to Anabellas and new to the cross-stitch world, came home with this book in his hand because he unpacked the box when it arrived and I was already at home. And he brought this home. He said, oh my God, this is gorgeous. He said, this is the nicest chart we have in our shop. So Teresa, I have to tell you, this is amazing. So in this, you receive, let me see how many charts there are in here. I can't wait to stitch this stuff. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 7. I think there's 7 in here. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 charts. And this already sold out. So I ordered more, but I haven't gotten an acknowledgement yet from them. I got the acknowledgement that I ordered it, but I haven't gotten an acknowledgement from Teresa or Kevin that it's shipped. So it's going to remain a pre-order in my shop because I need to just be honest with you and say, you know, it'll ship when it gets here. So that might be a week or so. But I'll go ahead and relist these today so that you can order them if you want, but it's going to say it's a pre-order, even though we've already gotten and sent out the first batch, just so that it allows her time to ship these to me. But let me tell you, people, it's well worth the wait. It's just stunning. Okay. Love Teresa. Then our friends at the Calico Confectionery, one of my favorite designers. This is Sammy's 4th. He is so cute. And the 2 little smalls are included. And you can get this on anabellas.net. How sweet. Then Shannon Christine came out with quite a few designs, both herself and in collaboration with Erin Elizabeth Designs, who she's kind of now collaborating with. This one is adorable. This one is called Summer Goodies. And look at that. Doesn't that make you just want to go and sit in the shade in the hot summer and have one of these bomb pops? I love those. Isn't that great? And look at I love it. The ice cream sandwich. I think we all ate those at some point, right? And the ice cream truck. Just a wonderful, pretty summer design by Shannon. Then in collaboration with Erin Elizabeth, she has a few more. This is Happy Halloween. Then we have Noel. Very pretty. Then we have You Are the Pumpkin to My Spice. Isn't that nice? So all of those are available. And then Modern Folk Embroidery, we have quite a few here. So if you're a Modern Folk Embroidery fan, you might want to put your stitching aside for just a minute because these are beautiful. The first one is called an Amsterdam Orphanage Sampler. So this is beautiful. And on the back, he shows the orphanage itself. And the story behind it, I'm sure, is in here. But there you go. Just came in yesterday. Isn't that pretty? Then he also released this gorgeous red deer sampler. It's beautiful. And on the back, you can see the beautiful deer. It says 1788. Can you imagine? Can you see? Let me get a little closer so you can see some of those motifs. Look at that. It's a turkey, maybe? I don't know. Isn't that beautiful? Just got in. Then if you are participating in the Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along for 2022, this is part 5, I believe. This is May. This is only $3 because you're only getting this part right here because you're stitching along every month and completing it as you go. So we carry all the releases so far. And then at the end of the year, he'll put them all into one big chart booklet and you can buy the entire thing all together. But for now, they're just coming out as a mystery sal once a month. And this is May. So there you go. This isn't new, but it's back in stock. So I wanted to show it because it's so cute. This is Ruskin's Penguins. It's just something you want to grab and have in your stash because how stinking cute is that? So that's back. And then this one is amazing. This is the last of his new releases. I'm going to take this out. Oh gosh. I don't know. I'm so intimidated by this. Look at this. So look, this is that. But the design is called Under the Stars. Amazing. Just look at that. So if anyone out there is a modern folk embroidery fan, here you go. What an incredibly beautiful design that is. I'm going to look in the book. Let me see what happens. Under the Stars, he puts always a description about it. He's got some, oh yes. So this, so, I can't. I can't do it. But there you go. I just had to close it right up. I do have one of his charts in my stash. It's called Merry Christmas. And it's all in white. And I believe I'm stitching that on midnight blue fabric. It's going to be stunning when it's done. I'll have to bring that in to show it to you. So those are the charts that came in from Modern Folk Embroidery. Then Happiness is Heart Made is not a new designer to our shop, but I don't mention them very often. So let me make a point of mentioning them now, because they really put out some really nice charts. This one is called Faith, Hope, Love. Isn't that nice? Faith, Hope, Love. And this is Matthew 6:2-6. This is Bird Sampler 2. I can see it. Isn't that pretty? And this one I absolutely love. It's probably my favorite. This is called Antique Red Rooster. I love that. So that's Antique Red Rooster. So there you go. Okay. Oh, my poor back. I'm sitting on the worst chair. Oh, okay. Let's see. This is the Prairie Schooler 2010. We were out of stock for a long time. These are now back in stock. And little heads up, Prairie Schooler last night, Hoffman's, in their newsletter to shops, just has a brand new release coming out. Of course, these are all reprints, but they put together a new chart with 3 designs, and that will be in the shop on Monday. So you'll see it next week. I might sneak it in to the newsletter though. So you know what, I'll sneak it in the newsletter. Go ahead and check out Anabella's newsletter. If you have not signed up for the newsletter, please make sure that you do, because sometimes I'll do something like this and release things and only tell you about it when you get the newsletter on Fridays. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the new design that just came out by the Prairie Schooler, which will arrive here on Tuesday. And I'll list just as many as I ordered so that you can order them if you'd like as a pre-order. It's going to say pre-order, but I'm going to get them on Tuesday. So anyways, Prairie Schooler. And we do carry all the Prairie Schooler charts that we can possibly get. Okay, next is the Quirky Quaker. Here is Owl. They have a few others out. You can search for them in the shop, but this is Owl. Look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? So that's Owl. Then these are back in the shop. So Heart and Hand released their Blooming Tiny Town, and then I showed you last week Patriotic Tiny Town, and I showed you Christmas Tiny Town. And we might be out of them, but they're all coming back in. So either way, those are all available, all 3. And then I did not have this in stock, so I ordered it, and I wanted to show it to you so that you know what the whole series is. This is Big Hearted Tiny Town. So now there's 4. There's Big Hearted Tiny Town, Patriotic Tiny Town, Christmas Tiny Town, and Blooming Tiny Town. So there you go. Very cute. All right, this is not new, but I brought it back because summer's here and I thought you guys might enjoy seeing it. I like to give you these little tidbits because, you know, sometimes we forget about a designer and we forget about some of their older charts that are still so wonderful and so much fun to stitch. And this is by Country Cottage Needleworks and it's called Joyful Summer. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just a fun stitch for the summer that I thought I would point out. And speaking of summer, I did go ahead and start a category in the Etsy shop called Summer Stitching Ideas, just to make it easy for you so that you can just go there and see all things related to summer. That would include all your patriotic charts too. So if you're looking for things to stitch this summer or patriotic designs, that's where you can find them. Okay, is this last but not least? Let me save this to last. Okay, this is also not new, but I brought it back to the shop because everybody loved this, and people are starting to stitch, you know, maybe Halloween stuff. But this is Blue Moon Manor by Praiseworthy Stitches. Blue Moon Manor. And I saw this in Nashville too, and it's just gorgeous. I mean, it's hard to say it's gorgeous when there's all spooky stuff on there, but you know what I mean. Okay. All right. That being said, let me share with you Shepherd's Bush. Okay, so Shepherd's Bush Designs puts out, or has put out in the past, stockings, Christmas stockings. And when I opened Anabellas, I started to sell some Shepherd's Bush stockings, but I didn't carry all of them. And when I saw Vanna at the Twisted Stitcher, when I was watching her floss tube, and she got me started on stitching a stocking for Terry and myself for Christmas, I went back to my distributors and went and ordered all of the missing stockings that I did not have in the Etsy shop. So now we have probably all of the ones that, you know, I thought you guys would like. So I'm going to show them to you just so that you're aware of them. You may not be familiar with Shepherd's Bush. You may not be familiar with their stockings, but you know, they're beautiful. And I'm going to stitch one for Terry first, and I have it all kitted up. I kitted it up. I hope to start it, you know, who knows, soon. I don't know. I'm going to start it. And then I have mine. I just haven't kitted mine up yet. So let me take these aren't in any order, and I don't know what the release dates are, but they're all, none of them are recent. So this is Brett. You can see the details. So that's Brett. This is Sophie. Looks like she's an angel. Isn't she pretty? That's Sophie. This one's very pretty. This is Sadie. When I come across the two that I'm stitching, I'll let you know. This one I just got in. This is Charland, and I love this with the sheep. And if you notice, on the bottom of all the stockings, you'll see all the little motifs. And yes, my nails have changed dramatically because I don't do my nails, you know, in the summertime. I let them breathe because they need to breathe. So my pretty manicure, I'll have to go have it done, but I'm giving them just a minute and then I'll go have a manicure done. So excuse my messy nails. Okay, next is Anna's stocking. This is very cute. This is another pretty angel. That's Anna's stocking. This is cute. This is Charles. Looks like Charles is fishing. That's Charles. So cute. Lois, and this is the one I'm doing for myself. And I just love this. So let me see. I love the snowman. I love her outfit. And then I love the bottom. This just is so cute. The little house, keeping the sheep. So that's Lois. Oh, I don't have Parker here. Parker is the stocking I'm stitching for Terry, but I don't have it here. Lula. This is cute. Look at the bottom. That's Lula. Then we have Roma. Aren't these great? And last but not least, Jillian. And if you are a Shepherd's Bush fan, and there is a stocking like Parker, there's also Martha's stocking, or one that you want that you don't see here that I didn't show today, check the Etsy shop first, and then feel free to send me an email and I can order it for you so that you can stitch a stocking with me. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, okay. So Blackbird Designs came out with a brand new fabric line. It's called Threads That Bind. Here is Threads That Bind, and I have the jelly rolls, which are here. This fabric is absolutely stunning, and the charm packs, the layer cakes, and the fat quarter bundles are supposed to be in Moda's warehouse this week. So as soon as Moda gets the rest of the pre-cuts, they will be listed in the shop. But these go very fast. So if you are interested in this brand new release by Blackbird Designs, you know, grab these while they're hot, because once they're gone, they're gone. I never reorder fabric. It's usually never available. But for those of you that want to have this in your stash, there you go. All right. Fun day. All right, let me see what else I can share with you. Let's talk about Happy Mail. So I thought I had Happy Mail caught up, and then I realized I have a few more people I have to get out, so I'm going to do that this morning. So I'll get the last of last week's Happy Mail out today, so stay tuned. And then last week, which was FLOSSTUBE 67, I asked everybody to tell me what they were stitching on. So thank you. Everybody's stitching on a wide variety of topics and a wide variety of designers, and it's wonderful. So go back and read the comments. It's kind of fun to see what everybody's working on and what's under their needle. So in order to participate, if you're new to this channel, there's a few things that you have to do in order to win some Happy Mail from me. You need to be a subscriber to the channel. You need to comment on the question posed. You need to be over 18. And if I announce your name, you have to email me within 7 days of this floss tube, your mailing address, so that I can send you your Happy Mail. We can't hold Happy Mail after a week, so you only have 1 week to respond. And if you do not live in the United States, that's okay. No matter where you are in the world, you can participate. You'll just get Happy Mail digitally. You'll just have to print it out. Okay? So last week's winners of our Happy Mail are Linda Hines, Amy Berry, Nana's Mom, N-A-N-A-Z, Nana's Mom, and Cross Stitcher 223. So congratulations, ladies. Please send an email to info@anabellas.net, and I will get some Happy Mail right out to you. And this week's question, I thought, because Sunday is Mother's Day, why don't you tell me what you will be doing for Mother's Day if you celebrate, or if you'd prefer, tell me what your favorite memory is of your mom, whether she's still here or whether she's passed. What is your favorite memory of your mom? All right, my Mother's Day this year, we are going to be spending it with our girls and our grandchildren, and with Charlene's in-laws, Carrie and Kevin and their family. So I'm looking forward to a very nice Sunday, you know, with my family. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let us know. What are you going to do for Mother's Day? Whatever it is that you do, I hope you have a simply wonderful Mother's Day, everyone. I hope you have a great week ahead. I hope that you will tune in next week for the next Floss Tube. And until then, I wish you the very best. Be happy, be well, and most of all, be kind. See you soon.